ultimately, pick me behavior is giving up your own needs, wants, desires, and standards in order to please someone else. Like at this point in my life, I have no interest in being a side chick. I have no interest in competing with other women. I want to be a wife that is respected. I want to be someone who is taken care of, nurtured. The moment that I started talking about this situationship with this guy is when I started realizing how stupid I really was. We're doing these men a disservice. We're doing ourselves a disservice when we are catering without commitment. Welcome to Let's Just Be Real with me, your host, Marissa Tong. I'm a multi-passionate creative entrepreneur who's on a journey to create my dream life in a world where adulting just gets too real sometimes. On this podcast, we talk about all things beyond surface level to leave you feeling inspired to think bigger, unapologetically prioritize your self-care, and discover your true, authentic self. Think of me as your unfiltered but wise auntie who just wants the best for all of us. So grab your journal or maybe a glass of wine and let's get real. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Just Be Real podcast. I am your host, Marissa Tong. Happy Wednesday. If you guys are listening to this on a Wednesday, I hope you guys are doing well. Libra season is officially here. Okay. I feel like, I don't know. My Venus is in Libra, so it thrives there, so I'm feeling very Venusian this month, this week. I mean, it's not October yet. I'm like, I don't know why in my mind it's September 24th, but I'm already in October. Like I'm already in Libra season, going into Scorpio season. Like I'm just so excited for the next 2 months. So I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I hope that you survive the rapture. I don't really know what that was, but I hope that you guys had a great time with the rapture. So today's going to be a short and sweet episode. We're going to be talking about pick me behavior. We're going to be talking about avoiding narcissists, avoiding controlling men, people who are going to try to take advantage of maybe those people pleasing tendencies that you are still holding on to. So I'm really excited to dive in. On previous episodes, I've definitely talked about being a pick me previously in my 20s and needing to always be picked by a man, needing to always stick around and do the most in hopes that this person is going to choose me or pick me. And this is also played out in my other relationships outside of romantic relationships. So when it comes to, previous friendships, showing up for friendships where maybe my needs weren't getting met, but I was still showing up for them and trying to do the most and trying to maintain a friendship or relationship that really wasn't doing me any good, but it was benefiting the other person. So there's definitely different definitions of pick me behavior, and we can kind of like identify them. I definitely have talked about on my Substack. I believe I've put out 2 posts of like Diary of a Retired Pick Me. You guys can go check it out. Make sure you are subscribed to my Substack. I'm definitely going to be putting more time and energy into that platform. And I am continuing to just develop my writing skills and write more authentically, put out content that's more authentic and raw and real to me. My dog is really trying it. He's trying it today. He's over here playing with his toy by the mic, trying to cut off my connection. Like I can't. Anyway, so if you guys are not on my Substack, definitely make sure you were subscribed. I would appreciate it so much if you became a paid subscriber. That really helps out my creativity. A lot of people don't realize with creative entrepreneurs or people who are out here just putting things, out into the world, we're not always getting paid for these things. We're doing these things because we feel called to do them, right? Like I'm not getting automatically paid from writing something on Substack unless I have paid subscribers. So it's still time and work and energy that we're putting into our crafts as creatives. So the best way that you can support us sometimes is just like paying for that small subscription. Like a lot of the times y'all are paying like $8 for a latte, and $5.99 for a subscription, helping someone support their dreams and their creativity don't sound too bad. Okay. Once a month, like that don't sound too bad. And I also do offer a yearly subscription where you can save a little bit of money. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out. We actually got ranked number 78 on the health and wellness list on Substack last week. And this was so random. I was definitely not expecting it. I had no idea that like you could even I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I thought, okay? I can't say that I'm like a Substack pro where like I know exactly how to navigate the algorithm or how to get like put on a certain category or list. Like obviously there's tags when you have a blog, you put in the tags and hoping that your stuff is going to pop up under those categories. So one of my categories that I use a lot is health and wellness. So I was really shocked when I was ranked number 78 and I'm just like, what? And that is our main publication, Let's Just Be Real, where I also post the podcast on there and some additional thoughts for the week, things surrounding the podcast episode, just like extra bonus content. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you love the podcast, definitely go check out Substack. But if you don't like to read, I get it. Okay, maybe you are clairaudient and you just like to listen and observe. So I get it. But anyway, let's dive into today's topic. So I feel like most of my 20s, like I said, I was definitely a pick me. And I feel like this comes from programming. Most women are programmed to believe that they need to do the most, show up perfectly, please everybody, show up for everybody. And if they're doing all these things that are deemed right, that they're going to be selected or chosen by the right man, or that a man's going to choose them over someone else, because we're also taught to believe that like, you know, there's such this imbalance of like there's so many more men in this world than there are women, so like it's competitive and you got to really show up and be your best and you got to like shit on other women. And I have never been someone who wanted to like shit on other women. Like, and I'm gonna be real, like, I've definitely been in situations, well, a situation where, let me not lie, I've been in two situations in my life where there was another woman involved, whether that person got in a relationship with this woman after we already met, or they were kind of still dealing with them when I met them. And to be honest, like that never really sat right in my soul. Like at this point in my life, I have no interest in being a side chick. I have no interest in competing with other women. I have no interest in trying to be top number one, number two, but I ain't number two. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. The minute I find out that you were involved with someone else, I'm chucking the deuces. Like, good luck. Like, have fun. That's not something that I'm interested in. But I have to be real. Like in my 20s, I definitely was entertaining situations like that, and one particular situation that like just went way too far, and I had to reach out to this woman, and it was honestly so embarrassing. And that was like honestly like the beginning of me waking up, right? And being like, I can't do this. And part of that came from me having like my best friend who was like, girl, like you can't keep acting like this. Like you're acting crazy. You're letting this person control your emotions. You're reaching out to this girl. Like, is this the type of woman that you want to be? And I had to be real with myself, like, no, this is not the type of woman that I want to be. Like, I want to be a wife that is respected. I want to be someone who is taken care of, nurtured. My thoughts and my emotions are considered. Like, I really had to get clear on what type of partner that I wanted, but also what type of partner that I wanted to be. So once I started getting clear on that, obviously it took a while. I want to say from like 2020 to like 2023, I was really focusing on myself and what I wanted in my life and the ways that I was showing up in relationships, in career, in friendships. So 2023 was really the year that I decided to cut ties with someone I was dating. This wasn't someone who like had a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that. I was able to cut off that situation earlier, probably like 2020, 2021, around the time that I started therapy, which is also why I'm such a big advocate for therapy, because the moment that I started talking about this situationship with this guy is when I started realizing how stupid I really was, how much of a dumb bitch, excuse my French, okay, that I was being. And hearing myself talk about it and hearing myself explain to my therapist, like, and having this self-awareness, like one thing about Scorpios, I was telling my girl last night, she's also a Scorpio. I'm like, we are very self-aware. So there's nothing that you could tell a Scorpio that we probably don't already know about ourselves. We know when we're in the wrong. We know when we're doing something that is not serving us. We know when we're involved with the wrong person. We know when we have toxic traits that are showing, So I really had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, girl, this is not it. All right. So let's talk about some qualities of pick me women specifically. Okay. Because there are also pick me men, but we see more pick me women just because, like, we are programmed again to believe that we need to do the most and show up the most and that we need to be chosen. And we're not taught that we are actually the choosers. We are actually the ones that are choosing men. We should be choosing these men. They need to be coming to us with the platter and the things that they offer and showing and proving themselves to us so that we can choose them, right? We're the ones that, if we choose, we are carrying their children, right? We are nurturing them, we are pouring into them. So it's like we need to make sure that we are choosing them more than they're choosing us, right? And when we are balanced with the masculine and the feminine energies, we're choosing each other ultimately. And that should feel really, really good. But qualities of a pick me. Okay. So let's give an example number one. Example number one of a pick me situation would be, okay, you have a date with this person coming up, and maybe they give you two options on a place to go. One, let's say, is Japanese food. Let's say the other is Cuban food, right? And you don't really like Japanese food, okay? But this person gives you two options. So you're like, cool, Cuban. Let's go with that. Sounds amazing. We'll meet there 7:30 Wednesday, whatever, right? So then Wednesday comes and this guy reaches out to you maybe to confirm around morning, afternoon, and he's like, "Hey, I know we said we were going to get Cuban, but I'm really feeling Japanese today. Like, I don't know. I'm just really feeling it. It would actually be more convenient for me to get to the Japanese restaurant. And I know you live a little further out, but it's closer for me. And it's also more in my budget. And I'm just feeling the Japanese today. So can we just do Japanese?" So now, you knowing that you don't like Japanese, that you live further, it's going to be more inconvenient for you to get to that place. And you had already decided, you got excited about the Cuban food. You're like, yes, I'm about to get some freaking ropa vieja, like, some yuca con mojo. So you're really excited about Cuban. And now this guy is like basically giving you an ultimatum, but not really, because he's already decided that he wants Japanese, right? After giving you options and after allowing you to decide. So now you decide, oh fuck, like, I don't know, I really like this guy. Like, we've already been like on one or two dates. He seems really cool. Like, I like that he is, giving me options, and I like that he's taking the lead. I know he's probably gonna pay. And even though it's inconvenient for me and I don't really want to eat that, I'm just gonna say yes. Typical pick me behavior. Why are you saying yes to something that you are not interested in? Why are you saying yes to eat food that you do not like? At this point, you were allowing this man to take control of the situation and completely X out your desires, your wants, right? Your cravings. And he's going back on the decision that you guys made, right? Like, why give an option? Why ask you if you're just going to be like, oh, like, well, this is what I want, right? Red flag number one, this is a selfish man, right? This is an inconsiderate man. He is thinking about his convenience, he's thinking about what he wants, he's thinking about his cravings. So off the bat, I'm going to think that this man does not have my best interest at heart, right? He does not want to make me happy. He doesn't care about my happiness because now he's making a decision based on what he wants solely. So you deciding to not say anything, to just go with the flow, because that's what women are taught. Just go with the flow. Don't be combative. Don't be angry, especially if you're black. Don't be the angry black girl to say something, right? So now you're just being complacent and you're just going along with it, right? But that's not what you want to do. Typical pick me behavior. We're not doing that shit in 2025 going into 2026, girl. Not if you're listening to this podcast, okay? Are you ready to dance sweat, and level up your confidence, all from the comfort of your own home? Well, guess what, baddie? Our online dance and fitness classes are officially live. This means no matter where you are in the world, you can tap into our signature energy, real vibes only. As a member, you get 24/7 access to dance tutorials, full body workouts, stretch sessions, and our growing library of most requested combos. We have over 100 plus videos on demand, so you can do them whenever you want. Oh, and it gets better. Every membership includes a full Rhythm and Pumps Heels Fundamentals course with 10 powerful modules designed to help you feel 10 times more confident dancing in heels or without. So if you're ready to build your skill, your strength, your self-love, your confidence, get into our on-demand programs and memberships. We have 2 memberships available, and you can choose them based on your budget or based on your current goals. You can join Rhythm and Pumps, which starts at only $19.99 a month. This is for the girl who's trying to get into her heels bag, okay? 24/7 access to all of our heels combos, all of our training modules, and choreo sessions. Again, that Fundamentals 101 course is going to be key to starting your heels journey, girl. You also get access to our community group online, so you can hype each other up. You can get notified when we drop new tutorials and all that good stuff. Plus, you're going to get flexibility in core training. Our second membership is our Real Rhythm Unlimited membership. Now, this is our most popular, okay? It is premium and it's only $10 more than Rhythm and Pumps. You get all access training, so workouts on demand with or without weights. You get access to various dance classes and choreo tutorials, including hip hop, heels, and commercial pop, guided meditations with myself, affirmations, all that mindset work that you need to feel your best from the inside to the out. And you also get access to our online community and exclusive live streams every single month. So if this sounds like something you're trying to get into, I invite you to check out our online memberships by heading over to www.realrhythmdanceandfitness.com and check out the special promo code in the show notes for Let's Just Be Real podcast listeners only. You're welcome, and I'll see you online. Example number 2 of a pick me. So you guys make plans, let's say Friday night, okay? You and this guy, again, you're dating, maybe it's still fresh, or this could even be a relationship. Maybe it's a fresh relationship, right? And you guys make plans for Friday, whether that's to do dinner or you're going to go to a movie, you're going to do something exciting, maybe go doing pottery, I don't know, okay? But you have the plan set. And then this man texts you and he's like, hey, so my boy Charlie is having like this last minute get together and he's going out of town next week. And I really want to see him. I really want to spend time with him and the boys. Like, would you mind if we actually switch plans and we just go to Charlie's? And you were really looking forward to this movie. Maybe even you bought the movie tickets. Maybe you bought them already in advance with your own money. And now you're like, oh, yes, like you're watching the trailer during the day. You're like, yes, I'm so excited for this movie. And this man just like completely disregards your plans and is now asking you to come hang out with him and his boys. So a pick me would put her feelings to the side and just be like, oh, okay, babe. Yeah, sure. That's okay. Like, I'll come with you to Charlie's. And then you end up going to Charlie's. Nobody else's girlfriend is there. You're the only girlfriend that's there. You're hearing these guys talk about things that you don't really care about. One of the friends is being super obnoxious, kind of being disrespectful of women. Your man is just laughing, not really saying anything about it. And you're just sitting there like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm here for my man. Pick me behavior. Okay? Honey, why are we not advocating for ourselves? Why are we not sticking up for ourselves? Why are we not letting this man know that you already set these plans? You already looking forward to this. This was a commitment that you guys made. This was a commitment of time. Not only a commitment of time, but you spent your money. You spent your money and now you lost out on that money because you decided you were going to show up for him and his friends, which is crazy. Okay, so now are you starting to see these patterns? Like, I don't think we need to go much further here with the examples, but ultimately, pick me behavior is giving up your own needs, wants, desires, and standards in order to please someone else, in order to put on this persona of you being okay, you being like, oh my God, so chill. So, like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm just going with the flow, doing whatever this person wants so that you could be chosen, so that you could be selected, so that you could be seen as this person that is so like accommodating. We never want to be accommodating, especially in the early dating phase, babe. Make his life hard, stress him out. Okay. Someone you guys should watch is Anwar White on YouTube, and he also is on TikTok. He's a dating coach. I love his videos, but he talks about this concept of stressing men out and why men are more likely to do things for you, to fall in love with you, to make sure that they are showing up for you when you're kind of stressing them out. Because men are completely different. Like their genetics and their makeup is completely different from women. I'm actually just now starting to get into the audiobook Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And my girl, she actually just told me to read the book, but I'm doing the audiobook. So men are just, they're wired differently. So when they have to work for things, right, even in their own life, like take women out the equation. When men have to work for things, when men have to build things, when men have to solve problems, when men have to figure things out on their own, it builds character, right? It builds character. It boosts their testosterone. It makes them feel like a man. They're able to show up and feel accomplished or like in their purpose. So when we are allowing men to figure shit out or come up with solutions instead of us always needing to be accommodating or always needing to be the problem solver as a woman, like, oh, let me figure it out. Let me do the work. Let me make his life so much easier, even though he doesn't give a shit about making my life easier. We're doing these men a disservice. We're doing ourselves a disservice when we are catering without commitment. Okay. And I'm not saying like you can't cater your man, you can't be a little bit compromising, even though that word kind of makes me cringe, but I get it. Okay. At some point in a relationship, you are going to have to compromise. Okay. Especially if this is the right person. I just want to put emphasis on that. If this is your person, then there will need to be some sort of compromise. But if this is not your person, if you are just starting to get to know this person, it's super early in the relationship, there's no talk of exclusivity, commitment, anything like that. Why are you going above and beyond? Why are you compromising? Why are you lowering your standards? We're not doing that anymore. Okay. So stress him out. Let him be a little stressed out. Okay. Like within that movie situation, right? With him trying to get you to go to his friend's house, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, well, I'm still going to go to the movies. And if he asks with who, is that his business? Does he need to know? You're not coming. So why do you need to know who's coming? Like, I'm still gonna go to the movie. I just spent my 40 something dollars for these tickets. So I'm going. And maybe another man's gonna come, but it's not your business. I'm so petty. Scorpio. I'm such a petty Scorpio. But honestly, it's true. Okay. It's true. This is how we get out of that pick me mentality of like, oh my God, I need to be so nice. I need to be so kind. I need him to like me. And the thing is, like, a lot of us women, let's be real, we can be a little bitchy. We can be a little nasty. So if you're just trying to mask that at the beginning of dating someone or getting to know someone, just to get in a relationship, like you are defeating the purpose of being in a relationship. Like at that point, you can't be authentic. You're going to end up eventually allowing your bitch side to come out, right? It's going to come out eventually, whether that's in an argument or the moment that you get upset about something or you get triggered. Like he's going to eventually see that side of you. So you might as well let it be seen and known at the beginning, instead of you trying to people please and be a pick me. Okay. So, some ways that we can work on releasing those pick me tendencies, and sometimes it's going to take years. Okay. It could take months, it could take years, but a lot of the times it's going to take sometimes taking a break from dating, which is what I did for 2 years, taking a break from dating, choosing not to date the same type of people, choosing to have different habits, different approach in dating, also being able to be the observer. I talk about that a lot. I think I talked about that in the episode where we were talking about like being courted by men. And Yeah, just like you being the observer, you getting to choose. Again, you are the chooser, you are the picker. Okay, you don't need to be picked, you need to do the picking, honey. All right. So, understanding that and putting yourself back in your power by how do we do this? We have hobbies, okay? We build relationships outside of romantic partnerships. We have friends, we do things, we have hobbies. Again, we show up for ourselves, we have self-care practices, we read, we have creative outlets. Like we do these things so that we can feel good and whole with ourselves, and we can choose ourselves so that when someone is coming in, that's always going to be priority. We're always going to be thinking about, oh well, like, does this feel good to me? Because ultimately, like on a daily basis, I'm choosing myself, and I'm choosing to show up for myself, and I'm choosing things that are helping me to build confidence and elevate and expand. So, like, if this person is not contributing to that, or they're making me shrink or feel small, or like I need to go above and beyond for this person, they're not for me. And once you have that realization, and once you start practicing that and it becomes habit, and you're very self aware of the way that you're acting and showing up in these dynamics, then you will start attracting the people that are not going to pull that pick me shit out of you. You literally will just not be an energetic match to it, right? Law of attraction. You're not going to be an energetic match to someone who is willing to take advantage of you, or wants to mold you, or wants to have you bend and form for them. Okay, before we get too real into this conversation, I want to interrupt by inviting you to a very special event happening in 2026. I'm so excited to announce the Soul and Senses retreat in Bali, Indonesia. If you've been craving a reset, the kind that nourishes your body, calms your mind, and reconnects you to your purpose, then let me personally invite you to my retreat, Soul and Senses in Bali, happening April 7th to the 13th in 2026. We'll spend 6 nights in 2 luxury hotels in Seminyak, which is a beautiful, lively beach city. And then we'll spend 3 nights in Ubud, which is the jungle. It's spiritual, it's sacred, it's the place where you can really connect with your soul. We'll be surrounded by palm trees, soul-aligned women, and the most beautiful energy that you've ever felt. You'll experience dance, somatic movement, deep stretching on a daily basis, healing and grounding practices, jungle excursions and private cultural tours, meditations, journaling workshops, and spiritual connection. There are plenty of nights where you can have fun, and plenty of nights to also unplug. If you're feeling like, low key and you don't feel like going out, that's okay too. Our retreats are meant to help you follow your intuition and really give your body what it's craving at the time. It's safe, it's sacred, and it's exactly what you didn't know you needed. Spots are limited for this retreat, and it's going to sell out. So if you're ready to reconnect with yourself in paradise, definitely make sure you go to our website. It's linked in the show notes. Or you can send me a DM saying Bali on Instagram, and I'll send you the link to register. This is not just a vacation, it's a soul shifting experience. So if you're ready to step into the next version of yourself and connect with yourself on a deeper level while being in one of the most beautiful places on earth, then I invite you to book today, and I'll see you there. I hope that you guys got something out of this episode. We are definitely going to be talking more about, pick me behavior the next like couple months, couple years. Like I love this subject, and it's huge when we talk about like building confidence. And I'm a confidence coach, if you guys don't know. I do take clients every now and then. Like I don't have a full roster of clients because most of my time and energy goes into creating long form public content, holding classes, holding retreats. So I don't hold too much space for like one-on-one clients, but when I do get applications, I go through them thoroughly. I want to make sure that it's a right fit, that I'm working with the right people, and that like the information I'm giving you or the work that we're doing is not just going to be going over your head. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one for confidence coaching, you can fill out the application in the show notes. And yeah, let's work, honey, because we're not doing the pick me shit anymore. Okay. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, please leave a rating and review. Share this episode with a friend. Share on your stories on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever. Follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Drop a comment, like this video, and we'll see you in another episode. Bye, y'all.